But the Warden, I mean, we were talking about it. We want to see how it's going to play out here in this lane. And of course, it will be with the Viscous up against the Kelvin Geist.
Yeah, I see the Viscous just trying to be a bit of a nuisance here from the high ground and knock those players out from cover. The Geist is going to be moved away a second time. That's pretty dirty stuff. Still, it's going to be Piggy actually finding Zinnia first while the Viscous was looking elsewhere.
He wants to get Listic in a very specific position to get a knockdown, but looks like they're going to go to chase here onto Warden, forcing him back. He's just trying to buy up here. And again, you're seeing the presence, the health. Look how healthy Piggy and Dimov are at the moment. They are like 75% or higher. I mean, obviously Piggy just took about 50% trying to get aggressive here. But this lane is just, it's not going to be bullied, and they're going to bully the hell out of you.
And that's Sustain Tool on the second ability here for Lady Geist. That Life Drain is something you're going to use fairly often. You can't do anything else while you're using it. Pardon me, there was the grenade thrown in there by the Kelvin. Zinnia struggling a little bit here early on in the game as Buff Enjoyers look to be a little bit comfortable. Notice the regen items and Infuser already picked up here for Zergy. One of the most efficient spirit items that you can get at this tier of the game. Also with a very powerful active
as well. Would be extremely helpful for him. He's extremely low in health. The dive's going to come through. Together tries to go straight in for this one. Always use the flame dash to get away. Together trying to back away. He's not going to be cut out of position in terms of anyone ganking him, but he gets the kill nonetheless against Zergy. And that is a elimination, a kill that honestly Pojilya Skumbriya needed.
I mean, Yamato's pretty scary in that head-to-head as well. I mean, she can apply, you saw the Crimson Slash there. She applies a fire rate slow if she's able to hit that, that's even at level 1, for example. Listic now going to get pressured down a little bit, lashed away. See MKLS wanting to push up. Already used the Carbine here, but plenty of damage after the fact here. We'll see that quick TP away by the Kelvin to get them out from them at that early game when he's trying to get those items on the line. It's looking a little bit dangerous for Litz. Okay, Healing Aura trying to be used here. Good knock up on Listic, but again, a lot of use to slide to try and get away. But
try to push this Guardian down, but at least Litz alone by himself is looking to dive on top of him here. The Guardian's still on 50% HP. Singularity are going to come out. It's going to hold him in place. As Viscous comes in, the goo ball looking for some damage. Listic might go down, but look at this. He's able to get away just around the corner.
Yeah, push back a little bit behind some of these towers. Great stun, of course. That is that one ability. Fire Scarab's also being thrown out here by Hardeki. Getting a little bit messy, but look up. That's what you want to look out for. The pocket here going to be throwing in that cloak, and Piggy will be eliminated.
The frozen shelter, though, was brilliant out of Piggy because it denied anyone from pushing in from this one when it was looking like a potential kill. Obviously, they did lose one in the end of that, but a really smart play, a really good usage. In the meantime, Buff Enjoyers, they realized since the gank came in on our left duo, we're going to push the right duo lane, get that Guardian down, and look for that first flex slot because there's only 2 more towers stopping them from picking this up.
Yeah, Sharik versus Sunset here. That obviously that far left lane is a curious one to keep an eye on. Timov don't know how they're going to extricate themselves from that situation, but the support of the Kelvin goes a heck of a long way, and they're asking for a little bit more. Now they can move up, of course, chase Hardeki down. With all the mobility that Mirage has, he couldn't quite escape with the gun buff, which is also pretty nice in terms of fire rate increases. Earn spawn here. So Buff Enjoyers may wanted to play for that here, and you can see Tassel's waiting for it now, trying to pressure Piggy down. Where is the help? Going to be throwing down that ultimate now, and again, that slow and also the healing being given over to the Kelvin makes it pretty hard to kill him inside of that one.
High ground as well to get away from the goo ball there. So smart play out of him, but it looks like the push might be coming in here on this right solo lane. He's looking to take down this Guardian.
Previously, I think we've seen this like sort of passively farming in that lane, but here we go. A little bit more action here. Sharik in the middle of the fight. Cube now used, of course. That's going to give you that heal and the invulnerability for a time, but it's still a fight to be had now. Eyes looking over towards Sharik here, but Piggy's able to bring Sunset down. Eventually the Kelvin falls, so see a 1-for-1. Yamato and Viscous still very much in the mix here now, trying to deal with that Shiv, and also some reinforcement coming in from the Geist from that balcony.
A smidge. They get the Urn turn in, and they get eliminations off the back of this, and they get even more potentially here if somehow he's able to pick this up for Litz, try to get some redemption off his laning phase. A pretty damn good start here. And yet the funny thing is, with Buff Enjoyers losing all of this, the souls are tied, and there is a Singularity coming in to catch it on a 1. That Infernus is dead. Zergy's gonna fall again, unfortunately.
Toxic Bullet's already here picked up, so that's that power spike for the Infernus now. Going to be a little bit more scary to try and face up against. Toxic Bullets is going to cause your bullets to build up a bleed, which stacks with the inherent one that Infernus has. A little bit sketchy here for Timov, though. Finds himself in a 1 versus 2. Reinforcements on the way. There's Zergy getting involved with that power spike now. Toxic Bullets looking to make their mark. I think Zania going to give it a respectful berth here as the 3 players from Pojilya Skumbriya try and back out a little bit, but Sunset couldn't get away. The ticking damage, the bleed, and the burn combined brings the pocket down. Players are pushing up in that left side mid lane, right? So they are going to at least give a little bit of room for Piggy to move in back behind and try and pass this over. Do Pojilya Skumbriya try and take a fight? Yep, they absolutely do. Not ideal. A lot of that Jin's mark. Yeah, caught out onto Sharik.
this right-hand side of the map. So they have to be very careful. They're kind of baiting them in, and it's allowing Sharik and Listic to push here on this left-hand side for the Walker.
I mean, this is huge. Getting this Walker damage healed before Pojilya Skumbriya really able to respond here. They were kind of dragged into the position of that earn drop location. This is very good damage either way. Hideki caught out. They're going to be swapped into the back line. Maybe a bit of overkill as the KLS will be able to finish the job now. Sunset under some pressure. Forced to back off. Going to be caught inside the Kelvin ultimate. Not a whole lot you can do about it here. Sharik eventually does fall. Sunset, though, will be traded out. Look at the pressure, though, from the Infernals on the far left solo lane. Really starting to gun down that Walker.
Yeah, I think Listic might be going down here. Yeah, Sharik as well, since they got caught out trying to push that left duo lane up to the Walker. It should be, like you mentioned, Zergy getting this Walker down. He should be able to
the earn, too.
Wow. So this is actually a big pickup. They get one Walker. They get in the earn. They lost maybe 3 people here. I'm assuming he's going to go down from this.
I mean, again, you have Spirit Lifesteal, but just not nearly enough. Again, together is one of the players on Pojilya Skumbriya that has a lot of those souls sort of funneled into them. They are going to get scarier. Being able to obviously get that a second time is really quite desirable. You can get a healing beam here for the Kelvin. That's that tier 3 picked up. It's not going to help them here as they're being pressured down. The rescue beam, rather. This is what Yamada can do to you. A lot of damage down on obviously a hero that's quite tanky. Yeah, you got a Falcon Punch that dude. Grenade thrown to the ground there. That's for the healing, but yeah, the charge slash is going to finish the job. That's obviously where much of the damage from that spirit scaling originates from.
I respect it though, because he bought so much time for them to push in the right solo lane. You see guys, you see Infernus, Zergy, and Dimov pushing up here to looking to get this Walker. They still have 3 more to go in total before they get that second flex spot unlocked, but you're going to see it happen eventually here. So we just see the push come in and Lit's going to get caught out.
Yeah, they're going for it. You see the Pocket being more than happy to push up here. Barrage used to get them on the engagement. And now they're just here to chase things down. This is not great for Buff Enjoyers. Losing 3 players in the middle part of the map here. Just as they had good global control, it's mid-boss, 100%. Getting kills in mid, multiple of them, it's an easy mid-boss pickup.
Mid-boss, and he's going to go for the earn turn-in. So this is going to be a massive uptick for Pojilya Skumbriya. I don't think there's any real chance they're going to be able to stop this one. To push on this right-hand side while we're seeing Zergy left alone on the solo left lane here to look for a push. And Michaela's able to get the initial kill on the Sunset. The Dynamo hitting nothing.
Yeah, nothing with the singularities. Taking so much damage. Litz as well coming out of that now. A lot of pressure coming on to Listic Flash here. He does have Curse available though, so can just throw that at the Viscous. Amazing just to shut down one individual. Probably wasn't intending to have to use it in this fight against a Viscous, but here we are. Picky gonna fall now. This is a 1-for-2 exchange favoring Buff Enjoyers. So after a bit of a lull and behind by Insol a little bit, they're starting to take back the map. You can see these lanes are pushed deep into Amber territory.
Oh, Sergey, he wants to go for it. I think Buff Enjoyers are gonna look for a fight on this right-hand side. They know they had some eliminations here. Tass just gonna block up here. Try to waste some time. As you do see Michaelis, I like how he actually goes ahead of him, right? Denies any sort of exit, also prevents any backup to guarantee that elimination onto Tass, who can stop any sort of big engagement if you do have Litz go in. And we are going to see the rescue beam used to get Zergy away. Fantastic use out of Picky here is looking for the roll down. And Walker's going to go down on the right solo lane. It's only 2 left to go. So they're fighting 5v6 for Pojilya. Buff Enjoyers, they want to pull off a fight here knowing they have the man advantage, and they have to do it quickly or this Morgan can continue to barrel down this right-hand lane. This thing then he goes in and gets interrupted.
Yeah, this is bad though, because there's another one available too if you want it. I think the Curse probably stopped that one on its tracks. Here comes the Frozen Shelter though. This is a little bit of a scary prospect for Pojilya Skumbriya now, and the healing being given over to allies of the Kelvin in that means that you have such an outsized advantage in the team fight. Sunset and Taz get absolutely rolled. Zania also gets caught out there, and this might be an inflection point in this later game now as Buff Enjoyers win a very handy 4-for-0 exchange.
On up here and looking for a fight on the left-hand side. Pojilya's looking for something here. Risen, they lost the buff. They need to make something happen. The goo ball does go in. Reinforcements are coming soon.
You gotta be careful of the low health guys though. She'll health swap you. She did it there, maybe a little prematurely. So Dimov's still gonna get brought down. This is far too much being parted into that one area. Together taken down though. You heard that concussive combustion used by Infernus. The AoE stun if you get a little bit too close to him now. Death Slam also being used in that fight now, and Listic's able to catch Sunset and turn him into an absolute pancake. Frozen Shelter just after the singularity in this fight here. Buff Enjoyers are so tooled to win these kinds of fights. Fantastic's lucky to get out alive. He had to take the TP, but Buff Enjoyers steamroll and look for a mid-boss take.
Dinged or Buff Enjoyers are going to close this game out.
Oh, they're staying. Carbine here loaded up now. Look at 9k souls.
Oh!
Going to have to be pulled out. Nice singularity, but again, the rescue beam is going to be able to save the Paradox here. A lot of mess here. Deathland being thrown down now immediately by Listic. Buff Enjoyers basically full build at this point, and yeah, nothing that Sunset can really do about it. Pocket when he's caught just a little too squishy. He wants to be the one that starts the fight on his own terms, and now, of course, a weakened patron means that Buff Enjoyers can essentially finish the game.